Today I wanted to talk about something extremely important, something which is almost a pandemic on its own, and something which is becoming even more pronounced during these coronavirus times. It is called parenting while distracted. Technoference is a new term that a lot of child development experts and researchers and educators using nowadays to explain the interference that mobile devices and screens are bringing into our lives. Technoference is disrupting our most important relationships today. May it be our relationship with our children, our spouses, our friends. Results suggest that, like any other forms of parental unresponsiveness or withdrawal, mobile devices and screen use can have a negative impact on children as young as infants and hamper their social emotional development. Also, it can have a huge negative impact on parent-child interactions and relationships. Why is it so hard to end the screen time? Now, before we get into why technoference is such a huge problem today, we need to understand why is it so hard to end the screen time. When human beings, not just children, are absorbed in a film or are playing a computer game, they are in another world. Screens are hypnotic. The rhythm, the colors, the light, the sounds, the images puts our brain into a state of flow. We feel good. We don't want any of that to end. And we certainly don't want the situation to change. During these moments, our brains produce dopamine, a neurotransmitter which relieves stress and pain. Now what happens is all is well till the screens are on, but the moment they are turned off and abruptly by us parents when we think the screen time should be over for our children, the dopamine levels drop in our body and they drop really fast. And without warning, which can literally create a sensation of physical shock and pain in our child's body. The children start to scream or throw a tantrum just right then, because they have been taken out from their mental state, a state of flow, abruptly, and asked to be in a different world, which is hurtful. And somewhere, as what science says, it creates a sensation of pain. And it doesn't matter if you've already discussed it before, that a screen time has to be for 1 hour and it's time to get over and all that. Children still go into a shock when they're abruptly taken out of it. So what is it that we can do? Now what we need to do is to enter their zones, bridge a gap between their TV, whatever they're watching, bridge a gap between that and reality. If we do this constantly, we will be able to make the screen time into not a warlike situation or end of screen time into a power struggle every time. Now, I do use some very effective tips and tricks to reduce the screen time in my home for my kids, for us. And these are very research-backed, proven ways to make life a little screen-free in the day for us. Now, having said that, I also am somebody who feels that screens are a blessing. And during these pandemic times, so much so. I feel my sanity and a lot of people out there, sanity is depending upon it right now. But the trick is to use screen time to do interesting things, to learn more about the world, to use it for more physical activity, and using screen time to make our lives better. I've collated these 10-12 points, which I'm sure are going to help you. If you're interested in getting a copy of